Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boom Goes the Dynamite. It is a lovely Wednesday. It's me, the GREG, joined, of course, by my forever rival, Trick Matty. What's going on, Matt?
What is good, Greg? I hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday. I am having a wonderful Wednesday. It is my, as I like to call it, I was telling Greg just before we came on, it is my Wednesday, Thursday, because tomorrow is my Friday, because I have taken Friday off, because I got to keep score for wrestling, for fantasy wrestling. So I get
That's
my
a
head.
if y'all don't know, that's a commitment.
It is a commitment. And then I get a break, and then when we draft, I'll probably take the day off again. So I'll do anything. I got a lot of PTO that I just need to use anyway. So I like wrestling, so I can take time off just to do nothing and just watch wrestling and get paid for it.
What's going on, Batty? What's going on, Cookies? Yeah, our
Yeah,
champion.
Daddy, we're here on time again. Hey, with me, it's
Hey.
me and Greg, 6:05. You should.
605 it's doable. It's
All
doable.
right, we'll be here at 6:05.
Yeah. Cookies, brother. Good luck. Good luck this weekend, man. It's gonna be rough.
Hey,
It's crazy that like his first run, he's got to do the WrestleMania gauntlet. Like that ain't
all
fair.
he has to do.
It ain't fair.
Just think about it like this: lose all you want. Just win on Sunday.
Bingo.
Just win on Sunday. But if
That's
you
all you got to do.
if I win over the weekend, I'm gonna talk my shit, and then I'm gonna lose. And if I lose the next show, oh well, I was champion for that one show. I'm gonna talk my shit. But if I end the whole Sunday, or if I walk out Sunday as champion, oh, it is over.
Cookies, I'll tell you what, brother. If you retain through the entire weekend, I'll let you pick the next topic we do when we have like a themed episode of the podcast. You can pick our topic.
Right, we'll do the
Like
it'll be a
shit.
cookies induced episode.
That's good God. That is a tough gauntlet to run. What's going on, Reggie? How you doing, brother? Reggie's trying to say that's not happening. I think I did that once. I think I had like three. I survived 3 shows, and then the 4th I lost it. And I was like,
That's what happened. Like
Yeah.
I lost. I made it through most of the shows, and then I lost. I think that was last year because whatever year when Roman won both belts, I won that one because I was like, oh shit, I'm Matty Reigns.
I think that's the one where like you had it, and then you lost the first show, and then you just won it at the very. Just got it back. Just picked it back up like it was in the shop to get like tuned up. That's all it was doing.
If I'm not the Rock of the predictions title world, I'm Edge.
The ultimate
I'm just the ultimate
opportunist.
opportunist.
Folks, it is a great day. We're going through WrestleMania week. It's flying by.
It really is.
NXT last night was real fun. Real botchy, but real fun. Like I was talking to my friends in sports Keita, and I was like, I feel like every match has had like 3 or 4 botches.
Every match just kind of had me going like this, like
yeah.
Especially when like I was really into the Gacy Obafemi match. And I'm like, all right. Because I'm like, this is the only match that has fantasy implications on it. I'm like watching it, and I'm like, all right, Gacy's looking good. He got hit by Shawn Spears. I wasn't worried about that. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a match on Saturday. They are. And soon as he was getting ready to hit that move, like the dude like that discus throw or whatever he was about to do to him, I saw Gacy reach out, and I'm like, that's odd. Why is he reaching out like that? Yeah. And the next thing you know, the camera that starts doing weird cuts, and it's like,
yeah,
match over. Oh damn.
Yeah, it was, and we'll get into it. Like that had a lot of effect on the show. Actually, it's kind of what the title's talking about. We'll get into it. We're going to cover NXT, but Gacy's injury. Thankfully, it's nothing too serious. But it caused a lot of like frantic changes during the show last night. So we'll get into it. No real big news to talk about today. Nothing crazy happened. No more.
Vince ain't writing love letters. Ain't nobody doing nothing crazy. Tony Khan is taking his meds.
Just talking wrestling, baby.
Right.
So we'll talk about NXT real quick. So last night, we're trying to find out who's going to face the Wolf Dogs. And it was Frazier and Axiom versus 2 SmackDown factions. So we're like, all right, probably gonna be Axiom and Frazier.
I was so sure when all this started that the club was going to be like defeating the Wolf Dogs at Stand and Deliver, and I'm like, oh, okay, guess not. And now they're forcing me to. I usually say I'm in writing with HBK. This is where we had a disagreement because Greg knows I don't like neither one of them. I don't like Nathan Frazier. I don't like Axiom. I like A-Kid. No Diddy. I like A-Kid. I don't like Axiom. Axiom is stupid. I don't like the little tricks they do with the camera. All that shit is stupid. He is as stupid as scripts. And they came out with a whole DLC showing A-Kid and they repackaged him as Axiom. No. I like A-Kid. Again, no Diddy. I like A-Kid. But I got to sit up here and like Axiom and Nathan Frazier now as our future NXT tag champions. Because now they've booked themselves into a corner. They got to win. And I got to just stare at them now like, great. The first time they got some tag champions I don't like.
Man. So like, did that thing that they do with Axiom, I was wondering how they're going to make it look on 2K this year. And it doesn't even look good. Like, like on TV, it kind of looks like he's fast or whatever. I guess that's what they're. But like in the game, it just looks like the graphics got downgraded for like 15 seconds. Like it's him like rushing and like everything. Just you lose the HD 4K.
Oh my
on
God,
him.
dude.
It looks like I'm playing like a PS1 game for like 15 seconds, and then it's back to normal. It's not. It doesn't look good. But they had a match. There were a lot of problems in the match, a lot of botches that got caught by people watching, especially near the end where something happened with Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Cruz del Toro. Cruz del Toro, they changed his name. Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. They changed that name last year. I'm still struggling with it. Like what you can see if you're watching the match near the end, Joaquin is like standing in the ring, and then he like, I'm supposed to be on the floor, so he like kind of falls down and he holds onto the rope and he slowly goes out of camera shot. And it's like that's not good. They take out Cruz del Toro and Frazier hits the what do you hit, the 450?
Yeah,
the 450, and that's the win. They didn't do they didn't do like the super finisher those two have together.
They got to say that Saturday morning.
I guess so. Something happened. I think they were supposed to do something else, and like you can just tell they were not on the same page. But we get new challengers. It's Frazier Axiom. It's Seth Rollins' protege. And which I'm surprised they don't talk about more than they've only mentioned it like once or twice. You'd think they'd be like, Seth Rollins' protege.
Ever since someone called Nathan Frazier, because remember that one time I picked him up in fantasy because I thought he was going to win something. I was like, oh yeah, he about to win.
When he showed up in after NXT UK, when he showed up in NXT, they were like, this kid's going to be the future of the business. And he had that sick entrance with like the lyrics in the song.
Yeah.
Like, okay. All right,
I picked him up, and this fool lost. And I mean, he just kept losing. And he got a title match. And I'm like, oh, he about to win this. because everything was booking made it look like he was about to win, and he lost. And someone on Twitter was like, "Man, fuck this Mega Mind looking ass dude." And ever since then, I can't stand him, and that's all I think about now. I think of Seth Rollins and Mega Mind.
Not a good combination. Wait, Big Nate. Don't call him
Big Nate. And then him almost killing himself a few months ago. William Rhodes.
Big Nate trained with Seth. Yeah, he was in, was it the Black Craft something that Seth Rollins runs with his old tag partner?
Oh yeah, the Brave. It's like Black and Brave, something like that.
Something
Black
like
and Brave.
He was there before he showed up in AEW for like a cup of coffee, and they didn't sign him, and he ended up in NXT UK. And it was one of those things where people were like, they stole him from AEW, and I was like, steal is a strong word. I'm like
AEW fumbled.
Yeah, I wouldn't say steal. That's just like they didn't sign him.
He is definitely Seth Rollins' son. He is the Seth Rollins wrestling son. He is Seth before Seth's knee got destroyed in that match against Kane.
Haven't been the same since.
Right.
So Seth, Nathan and Axiom against Baron and Braun should be fun. Should be a fun match.
They better be opening the show because something got to wake me up. That's at noon. When I saw that last night,
one of those guys is going to be hit with the craziest end of days. The way Baron does those every now and then.
He's man, he's catching one of he gonna catch one of them out of like a flip, a moonsault.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
If you give Baron a smaller guy that can like maneuver his body enough, you get some pretty sick stuff. The first one he did when he hit Gable with it back in NXT when his first run, like to this day, one of the best end of days we've ever seen.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Brunch with Baron and Braun.
Yeah, B&B,
right?
B&B. Solid match. After that, I think it was mostly women's matches. I think.
Yeah,
we had like 4 or 5 women's matches going forward.
And when you mentioned the botch in that tag match, that made me remember a botch in one of the women's matches. So
I'm sure we're gonna get to it. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Fallon Henley and JC Jane were next. No. Before that, we had Ilya walking up to find that his car has been booted.
Oh yeah, it was basically intimidating. It was straight up every stereotype of mob Italians ever created. It was an episode of The Sopranos. It was just a quick little 30 seconds of The Sopranos.
Sean has been watching The Sopranos. Sean's been binging The Sopranos, man. HBK.
He just got intimidation tactics. Well, they just surrounded this dude and stared at him like, yeah, gabagoobly, goopity boppy. They just stared at him. And he was like, oh. I'm like, I know you are not scared. You can kill all of them, dude.
It was he walks up to his car, there's a boot on it. Someone pulls up, hey Elliot, we gotta pay your tickets. Hey, like it was really very offensive. For being honest. It was like worse than the way I just did it. Just very not good.
We know he got a Max subscription. We know he got a Max subscription.
It was so he's forced to go ride with 2 of Tony's cronies, and later on we'll see he gets there. They pull up the like garage door. He walks by a dude that doesn't say anything. Then he walks. It's like he walked into like a mechanic's shop where they had a table sitting there for them to eat dinner. And they were surrounded by like 12 people, including Rizzo and the lawyer and Stax.
It was the most GTA cutscene ever.
It really was. Ilya sits down, puts the championship down. Tony sits down, and they start talking about, everything. And Ilya says, I'm not intimidated by you, Tony. I'm not intimidated by what you can do. And I'm intimidated by your little faction of thugs and gangsters. And Tony literally put the squeeze on Ilya. He grabs his injured hand and fingers and starts crushing them. And like I was like, literally, he's a Don putting the squeeze on the competition. Like, what the what the fuck are we doing? It's so stupid, but I love it. I loved it. It's dumb, but I enjoyed it. What about you?
I enjoy it. And now thinking about all of this, he's gonna lose. There's no way. I guess he's gonna still be at NXT, but it's like, well, damn, you're building him up to be so powerful just to get like he's gonna lose. We know he's gonna lose in spectacular fashion. But it's like, all right, so does that mean you're just gonna be you're gonna lose, but you're in such spectacular fashion, you are now being groomed to be a North American champion.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony Mama Luke.
Tony Mama Luke. Ilya's gonna hit him with that H bomb and be like, "Say hi to your mother for me," and just get the pin, walk out. It's goofy shit, but it's the kind of stuff
that Stamboli.
Not the Stromboli. Leave the gun, hit the cannoli. It's
just a straight up dying WCW.
That's what it is though. It's like the goofiest of the WCW, TNA, NXT that I kind of love.
I didn't know what was happening. I was new to wrestling. I didn't know WCW was dying. I was just watching. Well, that day, I just watched them both. And then that day when Vince McMahon did the little simulcast, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, they go? All right, damn.
Damn. Tommy Two Tones looking ass. Jesus. Good God. So yeah, that happened. You know, that's the build to the championship match. Not the main event. Championship match.
Right. It's the perfect build for a match that we know is not the main event. Like that's good enough.
Yeah. We get JC Jane and Fallon Henley, and what else can you really say about this section of this women's division? They have not gone. They have not gone anywhere, and the two that had character development have reversed.
Yeah,
have backtracked. So, like I said something on Twitter last night. Like the whole JC Thea thing, we could have just not done the Chase U.
Yeah,
needing funding.
Them going broke. Because literally everybody did a 360. Ain't even a 180. Everybody is back where they started.
Even Andre Chase and it's just nothing changed. And this could have been built by just JC randomly attacking Thea last week, and I would not have noticed a difference. It's the same. Right. It's just
it's a feud that should not even be a feud anymore. It's done. It's done. It's been done. We don't care anymore.
Because it's basically almost a year. It's almost a year. It's almost a year build, right? It's almost a year.
Yeah, and the main thing we cared about now was Chase U, and Chase U was cool. So we're like, oh yeah, we don't care about y'all anymore. Y'all save Chase U. Thanks.
Thea's back to being like a rabid. Thea's back to being a rabid chipmunk. JC's back to being toxic. It's just Fallon's still a country, the cowgirl. Like it's all
that happened is they're more confident. That's all it is.
Yeah, and
they're still more confident, and JC is still mean. Ooh, she's still toxic. She's more toxic than ever. Well, y'all are more confident than ever. Congratulations for this after school special.
What's the build here? You're not my best friend. I was never your best friend. Like what the fuck are we doing
Right.
What is
Like,
going
what in
on?
the Rugrats? What in the Rugrats, HBK? Come on now.
I appreciate the women because now we're getting a 3-on-3 at Stand and Deliver. Right?
Thanks to Kenny. Shout out to Kenny.
Yeah. No, I blame. This is not a thank you. This is your fault. 100%. It's all on Kenny. I blame him. I know he's in the chat.
He was like, "We ain't getting a 6 woman." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess not."
I guess not.
The HBK was like, "Oh shoot!"
Yeah. So yeah, it's like it's good that they have women's matches that don't just revolve around belts. Becky mentioned that earlier this week. We talked about it. That's how you know when a women's division is really developed is when any division is when you've got matches on the pay-per-view where people in that division that don't have the belt still get a match.
Right.
That's how you
we're
know.
seeing it more than ever in 2024.
Yeah. Problem is it just kind of sucks. Like it was great when they were together and we were like seeing Thea transform a little bit and we got to see JC kind of grow a little bit of a heart.
Right.
And it's like, all right, they both have like some edges to them. Okay. All right. Never mind. We just
and honestly, I'm only excited because you probably agree with me once I say this. This 6-woman tag match, I honestly feel like it is just a showcase. It ain't a showcase Thea. It's honestly just a showcase Kalani. That is literally what it's there for. To show her.
What has Kalani done since like January? Like you need to get Kalani on track.
She's always doing something cool. We know she's Melo's girl. She's been talking that trash lately. I've been like, okay, Melo rubbing off on her now. He been helping her. Couldn't talk.
Let's push Kalani. I'm with you. Yeah, I hope that's the case. Because
I looked up and it said 6-woman tag match. I'm like, all right, who in it? And I saw her little smiling face. I'm like, all right, I'm interested because I'm like, she gonna do something cool, and it's gonna be like, let's get the Kalani Jordan train going again because y'all. It seemed like they were ready to get her started, and then they just flat out just stopped. So let's get it started.
Yeah. Because I don't know if like she might have had like a minor injury that they didn't talk about. Like she just wasn't on TV for a while. So I don't know. Hopefully this is the year Kalani. We get vignettes throughout the night of Oba and Dijak and Briggs to highlight their match at Stand and Deliver. And then we see Lexis King.
Oh God.
Against Von Wagner.
And like you said last night, this is sad because Von gonna lose again. And what happened? Von lost again. I'm like, damn, Greg was right.
Von whooped Lexis King's ass. Von whooped Lexis King's ass for like a good 4 minutes. Choke slammed him onto the ring, like onto the apron. Just beat the shit. They had the moment where he was like, Lexis was trying to claw back into the ring. He was being dragged out,
right?
Like fucking Scooby Doo. Like it was like he's beating the hell out of him. And then Von goes for a powerbomb. I don't know if Lexis like sandbagged him or if they weren't together on when to do the move.
Mm-hmm.
But Von could not pick him up for the powerbomb. And he puts him back down. And then
botch fest, y'all.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like it's botch. There were some in the previous match, but that match was more about the angle than it was the match. So like, doesn't matter. He finally gets the powerbomb, but Lexis gets out of it and then drops him on the floor. And then Von is stuck in the ropes. He hits the crowning or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, yeah.
And we move on. It was a nothing match. Nothing happened. We didn't get to see the Mr. Stone and his kids interaction.
Right. It was just pointless.
Yeah. I know we're saying this like this is a bad episode. A lot of good things happened. It's just that like the matches weren't great.
Matches were filler. The vignettes and everything are what really carry the show until we get to Mello and Trick. Yes,
Von is a very neat man.
That's why he lost.
That stuff.
He lost because he was on that Danny Tanner shit. R.I.P. Bob Saget.
Shit, he might have taken one of the laptops and like gently placed it on the floor. Like he was very.
That's how they're gonna fire him. They gonna gently set his stuff outside. Like, you fired.
The vignettes for Dijak and Josh and Oba were all great. You know, they're getting over how important Dijak and Briggs are to this division, and the Oba's a demon. We do get an Oba match later, which we've talked about. We're gonna get to in a second. Lola Vice and Carmen Petrovic was next.
I like that match, but that was for other reasons.
It was a match. Natalia
Lola has gotten better though. She has shown she is good. I was like, man, she sucks. Because her character, I'm like, what is the fucking point of your character as the breakout champion, whatever, winner? She's just coming out there. I'm like, okay, I get it. You have an ass. I get it. What is your character?
You and half this roster. Like, it's not
right. I'm like, what is your fucking character? Oh, you dance. Ooh, all right. Whoopee. Now she was that match was cool. I'm like, all right, they doing. But when they ended, she put that sharpshooter on and she did that little smirk. And I'm like, oh, that's your character. You found your character. Congratulations. I know what you are now. Your little music come on. And you dancing and all that, but you whooping that ass. Like, we knew she was an MMA martial artist and all that, but now she is showing it. And she's like, when she locked eyes with Natty, I was low-key hoping like, oh, y'all about to be the pre-show match? Are y'all about to be the pre-show match? Are y'all going to be your stand 11? Because I have no problem seeing that Lola Vice versus Natty, and Natty giving her that rub. And she ain't gotta make her tap out to the sharpshooter. She is like, I see what they're building for her now.
Yeah, it's like the dancing. It makes you not think she's gonna be this dangerous assassin in the ring.
What they wanted, girl to be. Nikita. She's what they wanted Nikita to be. But Nikita too busy tearing stuff.
Blowing her knees out. Yeah. Carmen, she's looking pretty good. She's, got a few good licks in.
I like that Natty. The Natty, how that Natty came out with her. Like, I'm used to her like being all black
the
and
boat.
pink.
The boat. The boat Natty.
Like, normal Natty. All right, let's see more of this.
Yeah,
Auntie Natty.
Yeah, it was solid. I think both of them are going to be pretty. Lola definitely is going to be a big star coming up soon. Carmen, she needs to break out a bit more from the pack. There are a lot of blonde women on that roster.
They're getting that upper mid card ready, even though they don't have a belt for them. They're getting it ready. Because somebody gonna beat Lyra sooner or later.
We got Supernova Sessions with Metaphor, Roxanne Perez, and Lyra Valkyria. Sorry, Roxanne Perez. It's not Alicia Fox. It's not the same. It's never gonna be. But it was funny. When Lyra said all you're gonna do is bitch after this title match, and Noam is like, can we say that? Can we even say that on TV? Like, he was falling off the couch. Like, him, Aura, Lash, and God, I can never remember her name. Jakara, they made this segment because Roxanne still can't talk like a heel.
You saw what Lyra, I said when she came out there. She was like, all right, yeah, just bring her out. I said, yeah, keep doing that. Keep it short and sweet. And then she kept on talking. I was like, yep.
When Lash and Jakara were talking, great. When Noam and Aura were like fucking around, awesome. The second those two were talking, like, all right.
She has all the facial expressions of the heel. But then she opens her mouth, and all you hear is "boo."
Yeah,
from Monsters Inc. That's what I
Like she's right there. She's right there. She's so close. Like the match is going to be fun. It's going to be a good match, but it's just like, she can't
I hear
talk
a
yet.
toddler mad, just like,
Yeah.
oh, poor baby.
Like, need a bottle.
Right.
Lyra hits her with a FU through a table. Not even like the regular table they use, like one of those little like side tables you have by your bed with a glass thing full of M&Ms. Wasted the M&Ms. I was pretty upset about that. But it was a good little segment. It was a good little segment. Anytime I can see metaphor on my TV is a good time. It's always a good segment. Next up is the big match: Oba, Femi, and Joe Gacy. So before the match, Gacy's coming down the ramp. They're doing the upside down camera, and we see someone. I don't know why they're doing that, and because
I don't even know why they do it at this point. Because if y'all don't know, because keyword is used. I used to be a Joe Gacy fan when he was out here trying to be little baby boy, and he had his little colt. I'm like, oh, I see what you're doing, and I was still being a fan. He kept losing. Then Grizzly Young Vets left. That was my sign. Yep, I'm done with him. Then Ava got repackaged. Yep, I'm definitely done with him. She throws him a bone only because they were in that faction together, because she feels sorry for him. That's literally the only reason he gets matches now, because she knows that you were like,
you did give me my shot. You did give me my first shot. So,
right.
Side note, we talked about this before. I love Ava as the GM because it's a version of a general manager we've never seen before.
It's a modern day boss. It's literally how if we were GM. It's like, yo, no. No, you're not coming in my office with this.
Like after the JC and Fallon match, JC goes back into Gorilla, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm JC. I'm back, and I'm bad." And Ava stands up. Can you shut the fuck up? We're trying to run a show. You didn't say fuck. She's like, "Can you shut up? We're trying to run a show. What are you doing? Like, get out!" And then Fallon comes through, and Thea wants a match. She goes, "If it will get you out of here, so we can keep the show going, fine. You're having like I said this on Twitter last night because somebody said it's weird that we have this like." Essentially it's The Rock's daughter getting like this promotion for no reason.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, but that's kind of the point of the character, because every time you see her, she's like more frustrated about this job she has no experience for. And you can just see her like getting more agitated. And like, if we ever get to a point, I can see it in like 3 weeks, we're going to cut to a scene of her like smoking and having to hide a cigarette when someone comes around the corner because she's so stressed out.
Her ass gonna be like,
it's so fun. She's so fun.
Love it. Like, as much as I hated it, everything makes sense now if you think about it. Paul Heyman talked to her. I mean, he basically told her, "You're a part of the bloodline. You need to step up into basically your destiny of leading. Like, you're a part of us. Do what is your destiny." She talked to William Regal. William Regal agreed with her. And then, boom, we talked to HBK. HBK is like, "Hey, I'm tired of dealing with y'all's young asses anyway. I don't even know what's hip anymore. I don't even know why y'all look up to me." He low-key be saying that. Like, "I don't even know why y'all like me." He's like, "I used to be cool, but I ain't cool no more." But hey, he agreed. So boom. I didn't like it, but they keep saying like, "Oh, Ava is wise beyond her years," because she is technically booking she's booking stuff correctly. It's common sense booking, because that's what mostly NXT 2.0 is. It's just straight up common sense.
Nothing fancy.
Right.
Yeah, I know it's a NEPA hire. That's the point, though, I think. And because like we're seeing a Nepo hire get more stressed out over the job she's not like it, I think that's part of the thing, and that's what makes it fun. Is like that's what they went with. We know that's what it was. In story, that's what it was. Like someone even
Mhm.
mentioned that, like, oh, and she gets hired because her dad's like that got brought up. We just see her trying to just do her best, and things keep happening that just stress her the fuck out, and it's just
It is
fun to
mostly
watch.
Gacy.
It's mostly Gacy. It really is
It's
mostly
mostly
Gacy.
Gacy.
Gacy falling off a building into a trash, a dump, popping up asking for a match. Gacy getting knocked out in the match, asking for a match. Speaking of which, so Shawn Spears attacks Joe Gacy before the match.
And the camera
Uh,
flipped from upside down to right side up. Because when you
did.
get that ass whooped, you are back on the right side of reality.
I love that Vic and Book are still like, what's happening with the cameras? Like, he doesn't have magic powers. It's just the cameraman flipped the camera. That's all it is. That's so confused
Like
by it.
what unnecessary thing in his entrance at this point? It's like, I guess, give it to him. Shit, make him feel special.
Just let him be happy. He only has a few months left. So he fights Oba, and he actually gets some good offense against Oba.
Yeah. It was a good match.
Okay.
They were having good chemistry together. I'm like, all right, I want to see more of this.
That's honestly like the most offense anybody's really gotten against Oba so far.
Yeah.
To the point where Booker's like, oh shit, we might actually see a new champion. And I was like, wait, wait, hold on, new champion.
I'm like, this match is not for the title. Even NXT was promoting it. They're like, well, maybe he could get into the title picture. I'm like, how? He's fighting Shawn Spears. I know he's going to end up fighting Shawn Spears somewhere, somehow on Saturday. So how is like y'all said they were going to be like even last week they were trying to like low key add them to the title picture, and I'm like, how? You've already established
how do we get there?
In Dijak.
Shawn got his ass whooped by Dijak.
Right.
Like they're already out of the picture. But even after the match is over, they're like, and the whatever her name is, the announcer is like, and still champion Oba Femi. Like,
right, that's when I was like, yeah, y'all are just saying anything to get through this segment because this was not a title match.
Something happened. People are confused. So yeah, Oba hits Snake Eyes, and then I guess that's where it happened. Maybe he hit his head.
Oh.
They go for his big ass toss, like you were saying.
Yeah, that toss, and that's so he like reached out. And I was like, "What? You ain't supposed to be reaching out." Next thing you know,
camera cut. Ref throws up the X. Camera cut. You see, Oba is genuinely like shook. Oba's like,
"Oh, did I kill him?"
Yeah. I just want to say I hope Oba's doing okay, because I'm sure that scared the shit out of him. That had to be like,
definitely,
because like he's like fresh baby rookie. Like that was his first time having a match where that happened. So I hope he's good. I'm sure that was a scary moment. Gacy seems fine. Apparently that like it was a scare. They thought he might have been concussed. Turns out he wasn't. But originally, what was supposed to happen was Oba wins. Dijak and Briggs are supposed to come out, and we're supposed to have a kind of a three-way discussion between the three of them. Maybe lead to a brawl, something like that. And then we would have the announcement of Gacy and Spears as a match due to the thing. But because of what happened, they cut to commercial real quick with Oba. We end up seeing later on, before the main event moment, we see Dijak and Briggs talking shit. And then Oba walks in. It's like, neither one of you are going to become champion because I will remain champion. Boom. That's the segment. We move on. Then we see Gacy crawling into Ava's office and like trying to get up on the table to see her. And Ava just goes, okay, fine, you can have your match. Just shit like that, where I'm like,
until that happened,
so
I thought that
stressed.
man was like actually hurt, and I was like, all right, even if he was hurt, he ain't hurt enough. He's fine enough to do this segment, to do this.
So he's clearly okay. Thank God. Yeah, so we get those matches. I kind of wish Gacy. Yeah, I feel bad for you, Matt, because this guy that you've been a fan of for a while just that ain't working. It's not.
All right, that's why I was just like,
peace.
And I was
I'm a Dijak ride or die now.
Right. Ratio, the king of the hill killer.
Let Dijak win that belt and then let him say fuck on TV one time. Just let him get it once. He's earned it. He's earned that fuck.
I was the biggest Gacy fan, and every time Dijak would come on the screen, I'm like, why is this dude on here? I'm like, why is he always yelling? I don't understand. Like, I understand he's a Terminator and all this. Why this dude always yelling? All it took was for me to just did not care about, I did not like, and Eddie Ford, and he destroyed him. And I'm like, get this dude off my screen. And he is the person that took him off my screen.
Yeah. Eddie Thorpe has been back on level. We have not seen a speck of him on NXT on Tuesdays. They've not talked about him. It's just Dijak pretty much ended his career.
Dijak,
he did that format.
I didn't even say that to HBK. He must have knew. Like, oh yeah, he don't like him.
They did that specifically for Matt. That's exactly what that was for.
Because I did not like Eddie Ford for the simple reason of what are you supposed to be? It ain't even the Lola Vice. What are you supposed to be? It's literally all right. You're Native American DJ. Why are you rain dancing to techno music? No.
Like, oh yeah, I remember before we got put on SmackDown, Wade Barrett was like, "Yeah, the music really adds to his moves in the ring." I'm like, what does that mean? What do you? First off, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And what do you mean by that? And then they just moved on, and we never got an answer. I think is this the last match of the night? No, we had two more. So we had Ren Sinclair and Ariana Grace, Santino's daughter.
That was a botch of a pin. That ending.
Yeah. So Ariana, we'll just cut to the end. Ren's getting a lot of TV time. They really must just. The second they signed her, she's been on TV ever since. Ren gets caught in the like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like you do the roll up and then you go backwards and you get on your hands.
Yeah.
Ariana couldn't really get there, so she got the ropes instead. And I guess
she tried to scoot it. And the ref is 1, 2, scoot, 3. I'm
like, sure. Yeah, I guess. Ariana,
whatever. I'm like, yep, this move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Because I told Mongo in our chat, I was like, I'm sitting here watching this match, and I'm more worried about this girl Boo falling out. Because the way I'm like, why is her gear was cut the way it was cut? I kept thinking every time she did a move, I'm like, is her titty about to fall out? I'm like, she's about to have a wardrobe malfunction. She's about to have a wardrobe malfunction. And that's probably why that shitty ass pin happened. Because she's probably worried that was going to happen.
It really is. It is a weird. Almost all of her gear has been like that, where it's like the one on the left is like this. We're about to see like a wardrobe malfunction. I don't know why they do that. Her titties be tittying.
It's like yo gear, like they do. They really do. And I'm worried, like, I ain't gonna mind. But if one pops out, that's gonna be a problem. And I feel like she's low-key feeling that way at the same time. Like, I can't do the moves I want to do because one of these might fly out.
Like, who's doing the gear? Y'all have to have somebody that can give her better support.
One might fly out.
She needs better.
It's always that low cut one that's the one that's about to just be like, whee!
I know it ain't. I know it ain't Makazi. I know Makazi's ass ain't giving that shit. Like I know it's got to be somebody else that's like really messing up, giving no support to this girl's wardrobe. It
Like
sucks. I
I
feel bad
literally
for her.
feel like that's why she was like she didn't want to fully extend trying to do that pin because she was probably worried her boob was gonna pop out. So then she did the scoop. She was already committed. So the ref was like, all right, you committed. 1, 2,
We're going for it.
too late. 3.
She also gave us the new name for Gigi Dolan, which is Georgina. She's gonna be Georgina from now
That's
on.
what I'm looking forward to seeing Georgina.
What the hell we're doing with Gigi Dolan? Yeah, it's gonna
What
be.
the hell is a Georgina? What is she about to be?
Yeah,
Because she needs a new character.
Last match of the night was Sol Ruka and Blair Davenport. Probably best match of the night.
Yeah.
It was solid. We didn't get the Soul Snatcher this time. Soul kind of caught her in the end with a pin, got the pin and ran out. But Soul is so impressive with the stuff that she does. They still had some botches. They still had some things where they didn't really connect correctly. I don't know if like Blair might have miscalculated something trying to catch her, or Soul might have overshot some things, but like overall, it was fine.
Right.
But then we get to the main event. Trick Williams, Mello. Mello comes out with his guards.
Great ass segment.
Yeah, comes out with the guards, and then Trick comes out, and the entire crowd is whoop that Trick, whoop that Trick.
Get him.
Oh, I like it. We get in the ring, and Trick says, "First off, we're making history Saturday. We're setting an example. We're doing something special. First time. How did he phrase it? The first time two men.
I mean, he was like two black men are going to main event a PLE.
He said for the first time, so I'm thinking that maybe
like,
he
I
said
guess like
NXT
PLE.
PLE. Yeah, which cool. That's a big thing,
right?
And they got a round of applause, and Trick said, "And it could have been so much more important, and it would have been a better story if you didn't just do what you did." Mello, why did you do that? And he said, "Because you betrayed me." What do you attacked me? And Mello said, "No, you went after the only thing that I cared about. You went after my girl, my NXT championship."
He wanted Trick to stay in his place. That's all that was.
And he said, "Trick, I was paving the way for you." I'm like, well, then when was he supposed to go for the champ? Like, he got put in a match. He won the match. He didn't even ask to be in the Iron Survivor. He just got put in it.
Right.
Like, that's not his fault. What is he supposed to do when he wins that match? I appreciate it, but Mello wants to get the shot, so I'm gonna hand him a shot over. Like, what?
Yeah, I was over here. I wasn't even thinking he was gonna win. The whole match, I wasn't thinking he was good. I'm looking like, oh, he's not winning. He's getting his ass beat this whole match.
Because the first time he fought Ilya, he got his ass beat the whole match.
Right.
But yeah, no, they really got into their history, how important it was that they came up together. That they really got across how this is one of the most important matches in NXT history.
Right.
Which was what was needed, because it's not for the title, but it is the main event. So it was really important.
Like once Stand and Deliver is over, like this is the main event. We're going to be really limited on the amount of bangers we're probably going to be getting for the foreseeable future that don't involve Ilya Dragunov.
Unless fucking I mean, look, Dijak can just, you can put Dijak in the top spot, it's going to be fine. We need to see Tamatonga show up and really just start making some moves.
Right. This is the show of we're going to a whole new era now. We're out of the Mellow Braun era. We're now about to be in the Dragunov Trick Tama.
Trick
The Trick Comma era.
Yeah, it's gonna. Cookie says Tricks in the spotlight, and I love it. Yeah, it was. I'm trying to think the last time somebody. It's been a while since we had someone that came from development, solely developmental, homegrown, and just shot straight up so fast. Like he out of nowhere became so beloved by the crowd and the fans. And it really like it was a meteoric rise, you know?
Yeah.
So it's special. It is like getting to see Trick hit that moment. It's gonna be big. And whenever he wins the NXT championship, it's gonna be big.
Oh yeah, especially if you've been a fan of his since he was just Trick Willie. He bought it. He's coming out there being
bought it. We bought it, baby. Back when he had that first theme, and he was coming out boxing shorts.
We bought. Thank God he got whooped that Trick. Yeah.
Proof that sometimes you just don't need lyrics in a song. Sometimes you you don't need the words.
Because whoop that Trick ain't in it. That's just crowd.
That's just crowd.
That is a straight up instrumental.
Book sitting there, like I'm waiting for the moment he gets to the main roster and Def Rebel's like, all right, we gotta add a Booker-like thing to the song. No, you don't. You really don't. You don't have to do that. I promise. I promise you, you cannot do that, and it's gonna be fine.
Just have the color commentator put their version of it on there. It won't be as good as, or even better.
If it's Pat's gonna be on that too. If it's Pat's gonna be on the table dancing to it, you know.
Right.
Wade's gonna try to copy Book, and then they're gonna get into a fight.
Oh yeah, I like it. Oh yeah.
Wade doing the he the Tricks music.
That's not even supposed to be in there.
Wade was like, I felt it in me, and I had to let it out. Like you should have. We buried that down. Should have bottled that up and never talked about it. But yeah, no, it's a big show. Stand and Deliver is going to be a great show. This is not the strongest NXT, but everything outside of the matches really help build, which is important because the people that are involved in the biggest moments of Saturday's show weren't wrestling.
Right.
So aside from Oba, like it was just the promos and the video packages. That was it. That's what we need to focus on. Let's talk about AEW Dynamite, and let's talk about why is Chris Jericho calling out Hook? Why are we moving backwards? Why would you call out Hook after you said you were going to help him and Hook said yes?
So I guess he's going to call him out for some sort of pointless ass show of respect. Or eventually, we're getting to him challenging him to a match at Dynasty, I bet, for some other new variation of Jericho. I don't know whatever he beat Lionheart, right? Or
he beat Lionheart. It's like now you're gonna fight. Now you're gonna fight Business Suit Jericho. He's gonna come out with the short hair, and
he's probably like, you gotta face the Painmaker. Like,
okay, now you gotta face the Ayatollah. Okay, all right. Jesus. Okay, we get it.
Like it's literally him saying he's gonna challenge you and he's gonna transform right there.
It's gonna be odd.
It's gonna
Willow,
be bad.
we're gonna we have a few promo spots. One's gonna be from Willow Nightingale, who's going to. She won the opportunity to challenge for the TBS Championship, which is great. Anytime Willow's on TV, that's a thumbs up.
Right.
Post Simon Miller, That's an up. I wish he would make the VP over Jericho. Oh god. So yeah, Chris Jericho calls out Hook. It's the wording of it that I'm like, it doesn't call him out for what?
For what? For what?
Like, I'm calling Matt out tomorrow to show up so he can work. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What is happening? Well, we're also going to hear from the TNT champion, Adam Copeland. I guess we're going to do the Cope Open.
Right. Saturday. We're going to get a live Cope Open.
Yeah, that'll be Saturday, I guess. Unless someone challenges them tonight, maybe. This is something that I'm pretty excited about. They announced it today. We're going to get Lance Archer against Bryan Danielson. Yeah. It's this stuff is why, like, when Punk was like, all they do is book great matches, and that's not how you run a business. Like, them booking matches like this is why they're where they are right now. So, like
honestly, if they didn't have like the only thing that's messing AEW up at the end of the day is just them being on TV. Like, if they were just doing all this stuff with house shows and then like going on TV with national stuff, like if they had the old TNA model, they probably would be more successful.
Probably. It's a possibility. We're gonna see Mariah May
paper. Yeah. They can just be like, hey, we just gonna be in one area and we'll just stream all this stuff. Y'all will make y'all sign up. Y'all want to see AEW every week? Pay $9.99 for this service. Pay $100 a year. And for the pay-per-views, y'all got to pay separately. Boom. There's y'all's. There's their money. But nope, they wanted to. Like we all said, there was no reason for them to go be traveling around. They don't have house shows. And then, like, if I've never seen you before, you want me to show up to what is equivalent of y'all's Monday Night Raw. If I ain't never seen y'all before, what I'm gonna show up to y'all's big show for?
Yeah.
They ain't figured that out yet.
No. But still, like, the big, like, exciting matches, that's how they got their audience. So, like, yeah. I think there's a middle ground between the way WWE does it and AEW does it.
Mm-hmm.
No one's really nailed it yet. TNA's close, but they don't have they don't have the ability to get the viewership they need to really prove it. But
and they don't want to spend the money.
No, they don't. No, they do not. I'm sure he'll more of that soon.
Right.
Thunder Rosa takes on Mariah May. We're gonna see Billy Gunn, not Billy Gunn. Sorry,
Daddy Ass.
Nice. He's Daddy Ass. Daddy Ass taking on Jay White. The Young Bucks and the Best Friends in the AEW World Tag Team Championship tournament semifinal. I said after Punk's thing on with Ariel Helwani, what I want to see is the Bucks attack someone backstage, and then when they get pulled off, Matt's like, I didn't punch him, I just choked him. I thought I was doing the responsible thing. I was just a choke. Like, I would love if they do that. I'll do a 180 on the Bucks. I will start saying the Bucks are great because that's kind of something they would do.
That is definitely something they would possibly do. The fact that they've already they added Archer and Danielson just out of nowhere is like, yeah, we know y'all were listening. Y'all were all. Somebody was probably has watched that interview probably like 40 times in the last 24 hours, because they're like, oh, I'm gonna show him. him.
We're gonna see some. That's kind of like what tonight's gonna be about. Is like, all right, which one of these guys are gonna mock? Mock CM Punk. Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland were gonna do the contract signing for their match, and then the main event is a Battle of Wills. It's labeled as the Battle of Wills. Will Hobbs, Will Ospreay. Why are we still fighting inside of our own faction? I don't know. Don Callis says it's just to give you the best match possible.
This is because they're just like, we don't want no problems, WWE. We're just here.
We're just don't it's fine, or this is we're gonna keep it simple. We're just gonna do
Right.
matches. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it doesn't look like an all-timer episode, but whenever Dynamite has a card, and you're like, it looks kind of missable. It usually ends up being like one of their best shows, you know.
Right.
And I feel like that's probably gonna happen tonight because Danielson and Archer low key is like that's my kind of match. That's
Yeah.
the big motherfucker against the tiny technician is like that's my shit. That's exactly what I'd like to see. So
But that they added that, it's like, all right, we're gonna give y'all just a cool ass match because we just want to. We heard Punk was talking that shit, so we about to do it.
Punk said we have too many 5-star matches. Hey Brian, what are you doing?
What was your last 5-star match? I don't know. Well, you about to have one tonight.
You about to have one. Or you're giving you 30 minutes. You better fucking kill it. You better not slip.
I wouldn't be shocked if they are like, we're going commercial free also during this hour.
Did you see because Punk was like some goof giving you 5 stars? Meltzer and Alvarez, I saw a clip from their show where they were talking about Punk's interview. Alvarez says, yeah, Punk said you would rather worry about some goofs giving you 5-star matches than getting money. And Meltzer goes, that was us.
I'm glad Meltzer knows. I mean, we all do.
I'm glad he like took it on the chin like that. It was pretty funny. So yeah, it'll be a fun show. I think I just that my problem is I don't really care about the best friends.
Like, this match, like even I don't care about this match because one, I know whoever the Young Bucks are going to face, they're going to win. Like, yeah, I don't care.
And also the best friends.
What are the Young Bucks antics going to be? I have to sit through this match to see what the Young Bucks antics are going to be.
You've got to sit through a Young Buck match knowing you're going to see Young Buck shit.
Right.
And also, the best friend should have lost twice. So, like, really, they should have lost last week. They damn sure should have lost the week before when it was Powerhouse Hobbs and Kyle Fletcher. Like, but Joe and Swerve, Will and Will, Archer Danielson, that's got me invested. Right. Also, Adam Copeland. I'm an edgehead. Adam.
Yeah, Cope, and then whatever Willow says. So it should be a pretty decent show.
The coffee break for me is going to be Hook and Jericho.
I don't care about Jericho and Hook, unfortunately.
Yeah. I feel bad for Hook. It's not Hook's fault. It's not Hook's fault. It's just stop doing this. Stop doing this. Folks, thanks for watching. You can catch us Monday through Wednesday at 6:05 Eastern Time at facebook.com/UnderTheRingPod and twitch.tv/UnderTheRingPod. If you follow us, those links, you'll get notifications of whenever we go live. We go live at least 4 times a week. I think we're also doing the Sunday show this week. We're going to do a live show during WrestleMania Night 2, which is going to be fun. And tomorrow it is the podcast special episode for WrestleMania week. 4 different predictions. That's right. It's going to be an all predictions episode.
Be starting at 8:45 or even earlier if everybody is on time, because we got 4 shows. So it's going to be a long show. So we're going to be trying.
We're not waiting on anybody to cookies. Your ass better be there on time, because if you miss a card, we're not going back. You're not. We got to roll through this shit.
And then Friday, I'll be there. I'll be for whatever we're going to be doing, either SmackDown, Hall of Fame. Y'all can pick. I'll do something. I'll be chilling.
We'll figure something out.
Right.
If you are new to us and you want to join in on the predictions, all you got to do is join us on either Twitch or Facebook, where we get our comments. You can join us when the show is live on Thursdays. It's gonna be fun. It's going to be fun, and I feel bad for Cookies. I don't feel bad for Tito. I want Tito to lose, but I feel bad for Cookies because his first run with the belt, and he's got to do the Mania Gauntlet. It sucks. You can find all of us at our links at linktree/Under the Ring Pod, where you'll see me at Greg Bush SK. I'm going to be doing a lot of articles this week. I'm going to be running some live coverage of Stand and Deliver and some other stuff. Go there to see all my work. You can see Kenny at RockRibs44, the teacher, man, Mike Jones at Mr. Freshbeard. You can see my forever rival, the right answer, Trick Matty. Our current, I was gonna say TNA. Our current predictions, might as well be our current predictions champion, whatever. Our street team captain, Tito at Boreal Maliente, and last but not least, our good friend and local news correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Folks, have a great Wednesday. Have a great Wednesday night. Have a great Thursday. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Exciting episode. Bring your A game.
Right.
Bring a couple of beers. It's gonna be a long night.
I might bring a new gimmick. I might even bring a new gimmick. Not that new gimmick. It might be one of them, but not that one.
It'll be something.
It'll be something.
Be good, y'all. Peace.
Shout out. Great time.